Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XLM. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XLM, and once again, this is the one-day chart. We're still sitting here just under 12 cents. This is a very undervalued cryptocurrency right now. And, we're not getting the big announcements around XLM, so no one's paying attention to it. But all the building is still going on in the background. And I cannot wait for XLM to show its actual price. It's going to be shocking for most people. And that is definitely coming. Stellar's big upgrade day arrives. Here's the price impact on XLM. So as stated in a blog post, the Protocol 20 upgrade remains the biggest and most complex upgrade to date. Expectations remain that, as with Soroban, the smart contract framework for the Stellar blockchain will be added to the Stellar testnet in the anticipated protocol upgrade. The native smart contract platform Soroban launched on the Stellar network with the support of a $100 million fund in October 2022 and has since received tremendous developments. Soroban, written in Rust, is currently live on FutureNet, and its deployment on the Stellar testnet represents a big milestone. In an X post, the team maintains that Soroban's FutureNet will remain live and unaffected for the time being after the update. Soroban is going to bring project after project to the Stellar network. That's when most likely we will get those big announcements. But the reason we're not getting any price action right now is because we're still waiting for those announcements to come. We're still waiting for progress to happen around XLM as well. Exciting news after the Soroban update on Stellar. LumenSwap will be capable of building features like liquid staking. XLM, this means you can earn staking rewards on your tokens while also providing a tradable and liquid receipt for your stake position. But that's not all. LumenSwap can also facilitate lending, decentralized exchanges, bridging tokens across networks, collateralized lending for stablecoin minting, and much more. This opens up a world of possibilities, including yield farming, real-world asset tokenization, derivatives, yield aggregators, cross-chain interoperability, synthetic assets, launchpads, index tracking, liquidity management, insurance protocols, privacy protocols, algorithmic stablecoins, payment protocols, leverage farming, and even NFT marketplaces. Stay tuned for more updates. This is going to be very big, but again, it takes time to build out, so you won't see value come from it right away. That's the one thing people don't understand inside of crypto. They get so impatient because their cryptocurrency is going sideways for a long period of time, but at the same time, they don't understand things take time to build out and grow. You need to stay patient in crypto. Stellar's AMM and Ripple's ODL will give the world all the liquidity it needs. XRP and XLM are set to transform the current financial system. And that is what's coming. And that's what makes me want to keep holding on to this cryptocurrency. And like I always tell you, if you hold XLM, hold XRP. If you hold XRP, definitely be holding XLM. These two cryptocurrencies move together. You could easily double dip on your returns. Just in, Navati announces stablecoin deals with Stellar and Ripple. And like I always told you, they're working side by side. Take a listen.
Navati has recently announced 2 deals around your stablecoin services. Talk us through it.
We've been able to announce partnerships with both Stellar and Ripple, 2 of the major cross-border blockchain networks, both based out of Silicon Valley and both with very high market capitalizations relatively. Ripple we've done a lot of work with in the past for cross-border payments, and Stellar we had started on a blockchain program with them a number of years ago, but now we're really bringing it to life. So we're building a multi-chain stablecoin service, initially on both the Ripple and Stellar chains. And in fact, what's a great thing is both Ripple and Stellar are largely funding the development work and even some of the marketing work that we do to get our stablecoin service out. So the stablecoin will be a dollar for dollar backed Australian dollar stablecoin. So we are a licensed company. We'll be running our funds in trust accounts, and then we've got an Australian dollar stablecoin named AUDC, somewhat in line with the nomenclature of the US stablecoin USDC.
So that makes you wonder, how many other places are Ripple, XLM, and XRP working together side by side? Now, this comes from Navati. So who else is working with both of these cryptocurrencies at the same time, but not announcing it? And like I said, this shows you that they're going to be side by side in the new financial system. U.S. Congressman Tom Emmer's new bill aims to ban the Federal Reserve from creating a CBDC, citing concerns over privacy, individual sovereignty, and free market competition. This move may inadvertently bolster existing digital assets like XRP and XLM, which already aim to improve payment efficiencies without centralized surveillance. The bill's strictness against even pilot CBDC programs may limit U.S. technological advancement in the digital currency space, creating an environment for decentralized options to flourish. And that bill can actually help XRP and XLM push forward inside the United States. We're going to have to wait and see what comes of that in the future. Now take a listen to this, because she talks about how everyone will be using blockchain.
Harness the tech. It'll be API plugins is how anybody in this room will be using blockchain.
I would agree with all that. I think that this is not a circumstance in which, large financial institutions who are, arguably earning excess rents right now are saying, oh, that's never going to take away my margin. Everybody's aware. Everybody's aware it's coming, and they're preparing for that inflection point where it's all of a sudden, okay, I have to pivot, I have to give up that, but I'm going to build efficiency. This is not going to be where people, I don't think, maybe some are going to be asleep at the switch, but I think for the most part, people know this is coming. It's going to change their business models, but it's going to make them more efficient. So it's one of these,
It's coming no matter what, and yet so many people are still denying it's even going to happen. People that are invested in crypto, they sit there and they try to convince you that XRP and XLM are not going to push ahead in the near future. They'll try to convince you that a new financial system's coming, but it's going to run on Bitcoin somehow. When you hold a cryptocurrency like XLM, all you have to maintain in your mind is the fact that CBDCs are popping up all around the world right now. Businesses are getting involved with blockchain right now. Financial institutions are getting involved with blockchain right now. And everything pushes towards utility. They're pushing towards real-world use case at the same time, which XLM has a lot of. That's how you know XLM is going to be a major player in the future. And that, again, is another reason why I keep holding this cryptocurrency. Anchor Basics. Anchors connect the Stellar network to traditional banking rails so that all the world's currencies can interoperate on a single seamless platform. By providing access to local on-off ramps, they empower the apps and services built on Stellar. And when you don't see announcements around CBDCs with XLM or Stellar, you don't have to worry about that. Because the part that Stellar's building right now is all the on-off ramps all around the world in country after country. They're getting everything put in place. And that's where you're going to see XLM flow over all those on-off ramps in the future. The new financial system leveling the playing field. Now take a listen to this. This comes from Danelle Dixon, and she talks about humanitarian aid. And the reason I like this is because governments would like this. They'll want to get involved with Stellar in the future.
So once you have this kind of technology and you leverage a blockchain that's a global public blockchain, you can see what people can build on it. And so the UNHCR is actually leveraging that to be able to provide aid on a weekly basis into regions like Ukraine and others. That's really.
So she says that they're building into regions like the Ukraine and others, and it's really important. And that humanitarian aid, it wakes up governments, because all of a sudden we have a catastrophe here in the U.S. Say it's a flood, right? And there's people that lost their houses and they have nowhere to go. And you got to get money to them fast. That's game changing. If you could get it there as easy as sending an email, every single government around the world will want to utilize this in the future. Again, it shows you real world use case and real world value of XLM. The fourth industrial revolution is coming. Crypto will survive for sure and only strengthen. I cannot stress it enough. We are in the fourth industrial revolution. It's here right now. And all you have to do is invest in the right cryptocurrencies, and you will get very rich off of that investment, because everybody got rich in the first and second and third industrial revolution. And this is our time now. This is it. If you don't invest in this industrial revolution, it'll never happen again in your lifetime. And that's why I try to stress to people outside of crypto all the time. You want to get invested. What do you have to look forward to? More inflation, hyperinflation possibly in the future? You know, priced out of housing. You want to buy a house and the houses are way overpriced. I still think that bubble's going to pop at some point. But imagine that bubble popping and your investment taking off at the same time. You could easily get invested in real estate on the cheap. There's so many different examples I could give you of how you could get rich in the future just by investing in the fourth industrial revolution now. Because even if you were to sell your crypto, I don't plan on selling mine, but if you plan on selling and cashing out, you're going to want to put that money to work for you. Otherwise, you're going to be right back at a 9 to 5 at some point in your life. But if you keep holding these cryptocurrencies, you could possibly live off the passive income and do nothing else. You could sit back, you have all the time in the world, go to the beach, go on vacation, go travel the world, do whatever you want. Crypto opens that door for you. And now is the time to get invested, and don't get shaken out. You know, so many people are fighting around crypto right now. It's the impatient people. It's the people that thought it was a get-rich-quick scheme, and they soon found out. They thought they could come in on Monday, put in a couple $100 and leave a millionaire on Friday. Well, crypto doesn't quite work that way. And, you know, while you're staying the course, you learn as much as you possibly can about what you're holding. Always know what you're holding. This way, it's easier to hold through anything. Because we could watch XLM plummet down right now. Do you have the stomach for that? Are you mentally prepared to hold through that? Because on the other side of that is going to be the massive green candles. People are still expecting a major shakeout in crypto before we really blast off. I'm not quite convinced that's going to happen, but prepare yourself for that now. And like I said, you know, there's people that are naysayers in the crypto space as well. They're going to try to convince you that XLM is a scam coin. They're going to try to convince you that XLM isn't going to be part of the new financial system. The partnership between Stellar and IBM is over. Listen, ignore all of that if you want to get to the finish line, because everything is still moving along exactly like we predicted. Everything's getting put in place right now. So until then, let's stay patient, let's stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.